Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our almost Halloween Revpanda live session. Today, we won't tell you any spooky stories, but we'll talk about iGaming affiliate marketing so that your brand won't be haunted with some traffic issues. My name is Faruk. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer at Revpanda Group. I'll be your host for today's session. It is Scaling $1 Million iGaming Campaigns with Expert Affiliate Strategies. Today, we'll take you to a tour in the world of affiliate marketing in iGaming. We'll explore exactly how to take those $1 million campaigns to the next level. And if you ever wondered how to maximize your ROI, scale large campaigns, or adapt your strategies to fit the unique needs of our industry, then you're in the right place. I'm joined by KJ Rucker, Chief COO at Affiliate World Conference, and Barb Tasci, co-founder and CBO at Revpanda Group. They'll share proven tactics, insights, and actionable advice tailored specifically for the iGaming space today. Whether you're aiming to outperform your competitors or simply gain a few insider tips, get ready to take some notes. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. I'd love to have a quick introduction for our viewers. KJ, maybe you can go ahead first.
Thank you, Faruk. And first of all, thank you, Barb and Faruk, for inviting me on this awesome live session. I'm really happy and honored to be here. As you can see, I got no hair, and that kind of like shows my experience in affiliate marketing. I lost all my hair in affiliate marketing. um, I started off as an affiliate back in like 2010. And since then, I've been running affiliate marketing conferences, affiliate marketing campaigns, sorry, not conferences. And then since 2015, I've been speaking at multiple affiliate marketing conferences all over the world. I've ran almost every vertical in the world and used all kind of traffic sources. And last year, I joined affiliate world conferences as chief operating officer, and now I'm looking after the content side of the things there. Um, Mainly most of the stuff to do with the speakers, content, and all the kind of stuff, and then a little bit on marketing side as well. So that's I guess a little bit about me. Yeah, I mean, one thing I would like to say is just I started my affiliate marketing with just $10 budget, and that's something I'm really proud of. I mean, starting from $10
And
and
today
taking
we
it
talk
really
about
high.
$1 million campaigns.
Exactly.
That's an
So that's
amazing
something.
progress here, KJ. Wow, congratulations.
Thank you, and I'm cheers, and I'm really looking forward to today's session.
And one more thing I want to mention, one of the best things of my job is, first of all, I do marketing, so that's my passion. And second things, I happen to work with my friends. Like KJ, we know each other from Affiliate World Conferences, which is something I've been attending as myself and with the old brands that I work in the past since 2018. And also, I've got Barb today that we do share the work together on a daily basis. So, Barb, over to you. Let's maybe introduce yourself to our audience.
Thanks, Faruk. I mostly agree with you, as you said, working with the colleagues, becoming friends, and friends becoming family in the industry. Um, I'm Barb. I'm the co-founder of a founder group, and I mostly run the day-to-day business operations. That also includes the operational stages and client relationships. Mostly, um, I'm experienced in the search engine optimization space for the affiliate marketing and overall conversion rate optimization part for both affiliates and the brands. And in today's session, once again, I'd like to thank KJ for joining this session to share his insight and expertise from a multi-industry affiliate expert. And I'm honestly looking forward to have this session because we have quite a lot of things to say. On the contrary to KJ, as you can see, I still have my hair, but there are some grays here that I have, so it's a little bit of display of the expertise, I hope. Not as much as you, KJ, obviously, but I will have one or two things to share with our audience today. So, looking forward to that. and all in all. And in case there is something that any of our audience would like to share with me, or anything we share here, they can always contact me on LinkedIn or any other channel to Faruk as well, or KJ, to even dive deeper into that. So
Absolutely.
that's all I can say. Yeah.
Barb, don't worry. Maybe your gray hair will go well with your Halloween costume tomorrow, so you can pick up something accordingly.
Yeah.
I guess that's the first takeaway from today's session. If you lose your hair or your hair are gray, that means you have some sort of experience. Just
Absolutely,
kidding, guys.
absolutely.
Just kidding.
Thank you both. As more viewers are joining, a little bit refresher from us as well. A few words about Revpanda. We are a digital marketing agency. We help top iGaming brands get more traffic to their websites, convert them into loyal players, and retain them. We offer SEO, content, backlinks, digital PR, user flow testing, and many other services for iGaming companies. As we recently acquired a media company, Revpanda is now Revpanda Group, and we are becoming an iGaming traffic powerhouse. For all your marketing needs, acquisition, or retention needs, we are here. A little bit of housekeeping before we start. I would like to keep this session about 45 minutes. I saw the questions coming from the audience. I hope that we can make that 45 minutes, but yes, let's try. I'll ask the questions on my mind, the questions that we received from you. And also at the end, we're going to have a Q&A session, so please feel free to submit your questions in the comments section. Let's jump right in. I'd like to start with a question for both of you gentlemen. iGaming brands, as you know, they start working with affiliates right at their launch, and they want to attract and get new players along the way. What are the key criteria that iGaming brands should consider when selecting affiliate partners? KJ, maybe we can get started from you.
I don't think so. There is like some sort of certain criteria, or because every affiliate is different. They have different traffic source. They have different traffic, kind of method and funnels or anything. One thing I would like to say is like, especially when you're starting off fresh and you don't have any prior experience, maybe your affiliate managers or something like that have someone who has a little bit experience in the market, because yeah, there are some amazing affiliates, but on the other side, you're more kind of like, there's always a risk of affiliate fraud as well, and that's a reality too. Like, it's not always happy side of the industry or good side of the things. If you end up with one bad partner and you don't realize or you don't catch them on time, that can kind of like end up really bad for your brand as well. So it's always important to have at least someone, especially if you're starting off, have someone who understands affiliate marketing, who understands how affiliates work and all of that. That's one thing. Now, when it comes to criteria, I guess it's all about the transparency. Try to see how transparent their affiliate is, and all of that, and what sort of traffic source they are trying to use, and or the traffic source they will use to promote your iGaming brand, and then kind of like understand how they are going to do that. As long as that's done, I think there shouldn't be any issues. There's no specific criteria needed, in my opinion, as long as traffic is clean and it works for you.
Absolutely, very well said. Definitely, traffic source, expertise, and also reliability in that partnership, they are super important in my opinion. Barb, what about your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I agree with everything KJ said, but on top of that, I can add this. Uh, First and foremost, the iGaming industry is, in terms of affiliate marketing, is quite competitive, and like we're recently getting more regulated all around the globe. That actually opens up for the transparency and being more on the site for the affiliates as well as the operators. Therefore, what I can say is, if I create a brand myself today, what I would do is going through the those affiliates that I want to work with and check up some testimonials. Since it's getting more regulated, people are more open to share testimonials with each other, and therefore you can see if the affiliate is performing well from the site of another operator, probably your competitor. The second thing I can say is, as the conferences like Affiliate World and Sigma getting bigger and bigger all around the globe, you can attend to those events and conferences to network with the basically your competitors in all the countries that you are looking for, and learn from their experience for those affiliates, to be more precise. And there are even some Telegram groups, some WhatsApp groups where people share their experiences, even if there is a fraudulent activity, or if there is any good traffic coming in, and overall you can check up from the UGC point of view where people share their experiences. And last but not least, as I said, I'm mostly experienced in SEO. So if you are working with an SEO affiliate and negotiating with them, you can do some quick on-site checks, meaning that in case they're promising some keywords rankings in some specific country, you can go through VPN to check the Google search results with those keywords, or make some analysis on tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs to see what they can bring to you.
Got it, Barb. Thank you. I have a follow-up here, KJ, maybe if you will. Um, let's say that you just opened your new iGaming brand and you want to effectively identify and team up with reliable affiliates, and you want them to drive high quality traffic and good conversions. How can you do that? What are the steps for it, for instance?
So, one of the best ways could be just to ask around, ask the people you know. For example, like how we met. For example, if you remember, we were
Yeah.
in a group where we got introduced by our friends. Those are the people we can trust, and they trust you as well. So this is the kind of thing you should look at as well as brand. Ask around people you trust. Ask around the people you know if they may connect you with someone reliable. That's one of the things, and there are tons of Telegram, Skype, or social groups. And then again, as Bob mentioned, conferences. That's where the actual networking happens, and that's where you'll meet tons of people. Maybe your friends, people you know, they will introduce you to someone um, who could be running some good high quality traffic, or something like that. So these are the kind of places where you meet the people who are going to drive high quality traffic for you and run good volumes for you. And especially when it is in person or face to face interaction, that always ends up way better as compared to knowing someone virtually, because that adds more credibility as well. So and you can assess people easily. So I think yeah, that's the best way.
Exactly. I mean, if you're just opening an iGaming brand, probably you have been in the industry for a while. You know the key players in the industry, and then you can connect with these affiliates through your friends, as you say, and you see the good references, as Barb was mentioning earlier. Barb, do you have anything to add on top of that on identifying and teaming up with quality affiliates?
I think the most critical one is the networking, as KJ suggested, and that's why I actually said to attend those expos and events all around the globe, because they always have those side events and side activities where you can connect with the right people within the industry to hear more about it. And honestly, it's a very long story, but this could be the essence of what you can get with this approach.
Absolutely. Got it, Barb. Thank you. Today we're talking about affiliate marketing in iGaming, which is I think, estimated amount of $12 billion industry, and it's growing rapidly. But scaling effectively in iGaming is a tough game. Usually in the iGaming industry, scaling often requires more than just spending your marketing budget, but it demands intelligent allocation of your resources. Based on the brands that we have been working, I see that some of the top performing iGaming companies invest heavily in both high quality content and strategic partnerships, especially in the recent years, which is in parallel with what KJ you were talking about. So I want to ask you, come back to you and ask you again. In your experience with large scale campaigns, how should iGaming brands approach affiliate partnerships to maximize ROI, and what should they look for in an iGaming affiliate partner to scale effectively?
Okay, so the thing is, there are two ways to look at it. Number one is, um, the affiliates which are already in the market, who are already promoting, like say iGaming, offers or iGaming products. Now, for those, the competition, as even Bob mentioned, is really high. Is super competitive market. What I always suggest is to look for a new pool of affiliates, because that's where you have more chance, and that's where you're going to kind of like scale as well. Because the other ones, everyone's promoting to them, you probably know them already, you already have some sort of connection with them. Now if you want to expand, you have to even do further. It's just like, let's say Uber or Amazon. How did they grow up? um, they first of all used their own marketing budget and spent money, but then after that, what they did is they leveraged these affiliates who promoted on their behalf. This way they didn't have to hire large marketing teams or everything. So for example, if they want to go in Dubai, they just launch their affiliate campaign or affiliate program, and through affiliates they're promoting. Now it's something similar that can be done here as well. There are tons of affiliates who are available, who are running stuff. They're good at SEO, they're good at media buying, they're good at all this kind of stuff. But they might not be promoting iGaming, because so far they haven't found that company they can work with, or they haven't found that like, let's say, they haven't ever considered like they can do something like that. The best example would be, I have a friend from India who I introduced, I think, like maybe last year, to an iGaming company. And at that time, he had no idea what iGaming is and everything. And he had 300 people working in his company, promoting different stuff. And they were mostly running native ads and push and pop traffic. And right now, they are the biggest affiliate for that uh, operator. So, approach these new affiliates, new pool of affiliates who are not being bombarded by your competitors. Instead, they are still new in the market. They are not working with many iGaming companies. So try to focus on that. Try to get their attention, because at the end of the day, the good thing about affiliates is you just need to show them money. If you can make, if you show them like you can make money, they'll find out a way. I mean, these are the guys we're talking about, who know Google more than the actual Google team. They know TikTok more than the TikTok's own team. So these are super, 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 um, I mean, well trained, well, educated people, and well skilled guys and girls who know how to get things done. It's just the matter of showing them where the money is, and they'll just literally go and literally, achieve all the results which you desire. So that's the way. I mean, I see tons of, and to do that, I think one thing which iGaming brands really need to do is to kind of like have right people to hire these kind of individuals. For example, like one thing I notice is, from like, I'm coming from an affiliates perspective, right? I see all the iGaming brands as, or the corporate people. For example, you're wearing suit and all of that, whereas for me as an affiliate, I'm kind of like shorts kind of guy. I don't care if I'm wearing slippers and attending a conference. So it's that kind of thing. And sometimes it's hard for brands to understand the needs of affiliates or stuff. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I'm talking to now brands on regular basis, and one of the brands actually, that we were talking about them, and they were like, where I can find the best affiliates and all of that in SEO or something. And I said, India. That's where the massive like community of affiliates is. And they're like, but we're targeting, or core audience is in, it was in Brazil, I think. So because they want to target the players in Brazil, they were totally ignoring that massive market of affiliates in India. The fact is that these guys can run traffic anywhere, regardless of language, regardless of location or anything. So we need to kind of like, all these brands need to educate their affiliate managers to kind of like understand that affiliates can promote anywhere. They can, as long as they have their hand, they have access. They can promote something everywhere. And especially the reason I'm really stressing on India is because every major company, they have back offices in India. For example, if we talk about Google, if we talk about Facebook, if we talk about TikTok or any other company, and that means something. That means that these people can easily get information from the people who are working there because all the back end work is happening there. So they will be way more knowledgeable as compared to someone sitting in UK, US, or wherever. And I personally see that happening. So that's why I always recommend that. And then of course, the main thing is like geography doesn't matter. An affiliate where an affiliate is based doesn't matter. Where he's promoting that matters. And if he can promote somewhere, go for that. And that's why I recommend, yes, try to target both kind of affiliates who are not into iGaming at the moment. Show them the opportunity, show them how they can get things done, and you'll see how they literally scale your campaigns.
KJ, I have a couple of things to tell. You mentioned that your friend knows Google and what's happening. I think you also know people from Google. You invited us in Dubai. I remember to Google headquarters over there for a fantastic brief, and we had like the whole day. So I want to know about the next big Google Core update. Just letting you know. Another thing, you gave a fantastic example here. I want to continue with affiliates as we just talked about affiliates. So I had on my mind the question like how to build and maintain strong relationships with iGaming operators from affiliate side. But you kind of answered that question. What about we talk about some communication here, because it's really key, as you mentioned, like networking, meeting at the events, keeping the constant check-ins with the partners and so on. But how affiliates can do their value proposition and they can negotiate favorable terms with iGaming operators?
So it's two-way road. Number one thing is like you need to understand what operators need. Operator needs good, high-quality traffic where they can make money. On the other side, the more money they make, the more money you're going to make as well, and they'll be more than happy to keep you because, again, as we mentioned, this is super competitive industry. So they will do their best to keep you on their good, on their side. So they would do anything to make you happy as long as you give them high quality traffic as well. And apart from that, to be honest, it all comes down to your social skills. Just be social, be honest, talk to them, communicate to them, network with them, attend face-to-face meetings, and yeah, that's all, to be honest. Like if you're facing any issues, just be straightforward. Okay, this is something where I need to do, maybe I need a payout bump or something like that, and that the reason is because my media buying costs are rising, or my I need to invest more in SEO and everything. Just be open. Or if you want to build your affiliate brand, you need to, of course, spend money on it. Just show them the benefit, how they will benefit, or how your partnership will benefit, through that. And yeah, in my opinion, just being open and straightforward helps a lot as compared to just no giving them anything, or just asking for payouts or stuff.
Absolutely.
It's
And
always about personal
yeah,
connection.
to create also this let's say platform to meet brands and affiliates, I think events are quite important. I can't emphasize like how important attending affiliate events to meet new market partners in the industry. Last time, I think, AJ, we were in Budapest. We had Affiliate World Conference and Sigma together. You're cooking, I guess, the Thailand event, and I heard from the birds you already started working on 2025 event preparations. So maybe you can tell us about your experience, maybe a couple of tips for brands and affiliates, how they can approach the events.
Yeah, so of course, first of all, it's going to be your 10th anniversary, so we are super excited about. Oops, as you can see, how excited I am.
Yes,
I
you
just
are.
knocked everything. But yeah, so it's sort of going to be your 10th anniversary, and we're super excited for it. So it's going to be a massive, massive one. Apart from that, the thing is like Yeah, just net side events, they're really helpful. Meeting each other at the booth, at the exhibition booth, just to one thing I would say, to attract all the affiliates or to meet with the affiliates, I think one of the best ways is to just it's basically kind of like a social kind of thing where you have to meet the more people you see, the better you are. So I'd say, like, for example, if you have some sort of side event about SEO, that's where you should you know um, meet and stuff like that. So yeah, it's all about networking with people and face-to-face meetings. And by the way, one of the best ways to find good people is at affiliate parties. That's where you find some really awesome contacts.
That's true. I'm usually completely tired, after the whole day of exhibitions, and I just, take myself hardly to those parties. But you're right. I mean, the best deals are closed when you're just hanging out and having personal conversation with people, especially when you're in shorts and flip-flops, as you were saying earlier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Absolutely.
that's when that's when you're kind of like, you're not a professional. You're just another human being, and that's when human to human connection comes. Other than that, yeah, of course, on an exhibition floor, that's another one where you kind of like see what's happening. And I think for affiliates, the best advice would be that that's where you can lock everything in. If you want any payouts and stuff like that, you just go with, okay, I need this payout, I need this geo, and this is something I need. Just make it happen. And the people there already, because all the managers and everyone is already there, they'll just uh, get things done for you at that place. Another thing is, like, even before going, just go through the whatever the conference you're going through, go through the exhibitor list and book appointments. That always helps. Actually, I have a friend who has a rule that if he doesn't have 5 meetings scheduled for a conference, he doesn't attend it. He only attends it if he has 5 or more meetings scheduled.
That's another smart approach here. Awesome.
Yeah.
Barb, I would like to turn to you. And I know that you contributed building countless affiliate websites and you, on a daily basis, work with iGaming brands. So I think you might have something to say about it. When we talk about affiliates, we need to also mention the traffic channels. So I was wondering what types of traffic channels and marketing tactics have proven to be most effective for iGaming brands.
Honestly, for it depends on various things to start with. What I can say is, initially it depends on the regulation in that particular jurisdiction, and the second thing is how aggressive that operator wants to go in the market. That could be suitable. That could be the most suitable way to understand how we can adapt the business plan. So initially, we always recommend going with affiliation, regardless of your business plan in the beginning, just to make sure that you have some base and a fundamental to begin with, and getting some monthly recurring revenue for your brand, and setting up some solid retention campaigns to keep them retained all around the month, and possibly all like forever you want to have. Second thing I want to mention is to building a brand is also the part of the marketing these days. It's not only just launching your website through a white label provider, just putting a logo and changing the color palette. That's why we recommend building a brand before you go live with any jurisdiction, regardless, and making sure that you offer something solid to the players, because the market is very saturated and you have to outshine your competitors in this or that way. And if you can do this together and simultaneously go for white hat SEO on the organic approach, you can generate players on a daily basis after some time, and that's actually proven way that you can get from traffic through Google or organically, and thus you can have the most cost efficient marketing strategy, because once you have solid SEO, you can generate players without paying anything, and you can hit the ROI in a very short time after you reach the position that you want to be. Let's say it's like a 12 months, 16 months, 24 months, but you can get the break even in the next 6 months, and you can make profit afterwards. But as I said, it's completely dependent on the business strategy, and we would recommend going with the affiliates first in the beginning to generate a high number of players and see as well the market. That will also show you the player value. You will understand if your investment is going to be compensated through this or that way, and simultaneously running effective SEO campaigns.
Thank you, Barb. I loved what you said about building the brand here because it also refers to building a community. It's not like, hey, just come here and do your FTDs, but also you're giving something, a kind of a loyalty to them. So being a part of a bigger thing. And I know that there are digital PR campaigns are going on, especially at the launch time. So that's a part of the efforts for building this brand. And apart from this, if I understand correctly, you're suggesting that even before you launch and launch your brand and connect with affiliates for the traffic, because you need that at the beginning, especially to have some quick returns. You want to make sure that your website is solid, technical SEO is in place, and then those traffic coming to your website will find a good looking website with all the blog section. For instance, they can read more about the community building articles over there, and then they can navigate easily with a good conversion. So I guess that's a fantastic approach. Another thing is, um, according to my experience, yes, it is important to start working with affiliates and get traffic. That's fantastic, but it doesn't mean that you got to just put all your eggs in one basket. So you can try to invest what you're getting from that traffic slowly into organic traffic, because it is going on an accumulated basis. So whatever you put on Google and optimize, it's going to be always with you, and it will be reflecting to your community. So that is something that you can work on. And another thing is about the brand that you are trying to build over there that you mentioned. You should protect this brand in the online world, which means when somebody searches your casino name with some branded queries, you want to make sure that you capture these branded keywords. Your brand should be on the number one position on Google search results, and also you may even follow up with a couple of satellite websites as a part of your brand protection. So these are like just 2 cents that I have got, Barb, from the brands that we are working day to day. I want to follow up on top of what you were saying. Since you and I, we work with SEO affiliates as a part of our daily work. We witness high quality content and strong SEO strategies are key drivers of affiliate success in the iGaming niche. Based on your experience, what are the top content and SEO strategies that have proven effective ways for scaling iGaming websites, especially in the affiliate part, and how do they contribute to long-term growth?
That's actually quite challenging these days, because day by day Google and the community is pushing the affiliates to update themselves and be always relevant to the players. And what I can say is the biggest challenge in iGaming money keywords are is they are evergreen, meaning that once you put the content there, it's not going to be updated. It doesn't need to be updated for quite a long time. However, it doesn't mean that this is how it should be supposed to done. So what we suggest in that stages, always being relevant. That's the number one rule of the iGaming affiliate content, especially for SEO. You should always update your content in this or that way. That doesn't mean that updating the technical parts such as headers, FAQs, or the context itself, but also making sure that you are nourishing the page through alternative ways and more contemporary ways. That could be building some quality links in different approach, doing some digital PR to make sure that your backlink profile is boosted, and it's also make it signaling Google that you have the relevance within that content. And as I said, there are also various channels, so you can also promote it on various mediums as well, such as Telegram, that could be YouTube, that could be LinkedIn, or any other community building approach could be also updating your content, because content is not only the text itself, content is what you see is what you get. That's why it's really important. The second thing I can say is the very recent thing that Google came up with, which is called EAT. I call it the new black, and it's actually my favorite subject about SEO, because it's really going hand in hand with conversion efforts and product development. And what I can say is, if you can signal Google, not only to Google, but also the users, that you hold the ultimate EAT, you present expertise in the field, you show the experience, you present authority, and you can have the trustworthiness of the community, then your brand stands out from the competitor. And even if in the beginning you do not do it, you do not get the result that you want, within a few Google updates, Google rewards these kind of efforts more, because this depicts the legitimacy of your website, and that's how you can stand out in the search engine result pages. It can really increase your overall rankings in a short amount of time, and more importantly, it can help you to stay there unless you do any black hat tricks on your website.
Got it, Barb. So I was wondering who's going to be the first to say the AI word. I think it's going to be myself. So Barb, because KJ, like whenever we run these Revpanda live sessions, AI is always like coming up because of the hype, as you can see recently. But the use of AI content is like a big question. So I just want to ask Barb about this, like super quickly. What's your stand about using AI content and translations nowadays?
I wouldn't like to dig deep in that, because it's still something new in the subject. But I can say that Google is definitely not looking for AI content that is generated through ChatGPT, like via ChatGPT, utilizing some keywords and implementing them here and there. However, I can say that maybe it can be tested to get help from AI, but not relying on that instead. And it's really hard to provide authenticity of the content, and it's actually going quite the opposite direction of EAT. That's why I wouldn't recommend doing that. And I think it's in the future, EAT is going to be the only SEO method. Like there is not going to be white hat, black hat, but there will be EAT coming in. But it's too early to say something about that. And I really think that AI subject is very misunderstood. And still, some old school SEOs who are used to those technical implementations and making them flourish, still expecting the same results by doing some AI SEO. Even like keyword researches are done by AI now. I still quite conservative on that one, and I haven't seen any working example to this day. Maybe someday
Yeah,
it will be working, and I will be also adapting myself to it.
I think it
I
is
have I
super
have
easy to
I
check
have
it.
something to add.
Yes,
I
KJ,
have
go
something.
ahead.
Yeah. So my granddad was a teacher, right? And he used to say, like, even to cheat, you need to be smart. Like, if you're dumb, you won't be able to even cheat. So that's the same with AI. Like, if you use AI smartly to enhance user experience, to, like, let's say, to maybe create different formats for your content, or to research for your content and all of that, it makes sense. But if you're, like, thinking to be lazy and generate all content through AI, and not involve any manual work or something like that, just rely on AI 100%, that's a dumb move.
Exactly. There's an easy way to check it. For example, go ahead and search for something, write a question or whatever. And then what you see first is the forum websites where actually
Yeah.
real people are engaging, writing their own opinion over there with their own words, not those highly optimized SEO websites recently. So this is actually a kind of a way that we can test it. And another thing from my daily experiences, I've got more and more people coming to me and they're asking human written content, and they emphasize with big puntos in their email.
Yeah.
So please, human written. So that's actually the kind of a way right now we go. But as Barb says, nobody knows like how this is going to be.
But
So right now, Google is
but
pretty good at capturing this. Yes, yes, KJ.
yeah, but that's another thing. Like, usually people are like, AI is going to take jobs. In fact, now people would be more willing to pay more for human written stuff.
Yeah, that's absolutely the case. Very good, KJ. Let's continue with you, because I think we share a couple of things in this next question with you. Among all the affiliates industries that I've been working with, I see that affiliate marketing is going through a shift towards data-driven, performance-focused strategies. For particularly in iGaming, we have got data which can reveal specific player behaviors, optimizing based on campaigns like data-backed insights, for instance. They become kind of a part of the job. It is essential. So, how can iGaming brands leverage data from affiliates to drive more effective campaigns? And are there specific metrics that you believe are underutilized when scaling campaigns?
So many things. Honestly, I'm so happy you asked this question, because there's so many things which are being underutilized. For example, even the data you receive from affiliates. Overall, like if you go to many, these operators of these affiliate programs, and you ask them for something as an affiliate, they won't give you. For example, like, you can provide a little bit of overview of what's working, what's not working, and all of that, and provide that to affiliates. For example, it could be just cities, which cities are converting best, which devices are, seeing higher conversions, and which ones are don't, yeah, which landing pages are converting best, what type are not converting. It doesn't mean you give the data from your other affiliates. In fact, what you want to do is you want to, kind of like compile an analysis of network wise data, see all the behaviors, how your audience is behaving, and based on that, you can actually help your affiliates to scale their campaigns. For example, there are so many things going on, so many events going on, so many, like days, special days, for example, Valentine's Day, Father's Day, or all the sports events and all of that. You can actually give data, for example, to your affiliates during these times. These are the numbers we see. This is the conversion, rate we see increase, or this is how the CTR looks like these days, and all of that. So if you analyze everything, use all of that analyzed data, and kind of feed it back to your affiliates, it's going to help them optimize their campaigns even more, and scale their campaigns, and you know literally increase their revenue and your revenue. So in this case, yeah, it should be angles. It could be just the devices. It could be the geographic information, cities, languages, browsers. um, you know so there's tons of things which could be used, um, so that your affiliates only focus on things which are working, instead of maybe focusing on, like, let's say, devices or stuff like that which are not working. This really is helpful, especially when it comes to paid media buying. Like with SEO, of course, whenever someone lands on your website, they're already kind of like qualified, they're super high quality. But the thing is, SEO takes a long time. It's not easy to get started with it. Whereas if I start with media buying, if I start today, tomorrow I could be getting results. But for that, I need as much input from you as an operator, as much I will need to collect on my own as well. So that's important to kind of like give your affiliates, even within SEO as well, to help your affiliates improve their funnels. Go through their funnels, see what are the factors, for example, which are impacting their maybe conversion rates, how they can improve their conversions, what are their CTA buttons like, how they can be improved. Go through them, analyze it for them, and help them to improve the systems, and improve the overall user experience, make it easier for users to kind of like sign up or go through the whole funnel. So I think that all of that really helps you and your affiliates, both of you, to kind of scale.
Absolutely. I have just one thing to add on top of what you said. I loved the segmentation over there. Like you need to go ahead and check all these different, let's say, devices, demographics or geolocation, and so on. You said a bunch of things over there. And it is also important to emphasize the importance of testing, in my opinion, because recently, when I talk to brands, especially, I see that they allocate special budget just to experiment things, test different stuff. They know that yes, a part of this might not be well spent because it may fail, but that, let's say, 2%, 3% that they invest can bring that $1 million that we're talking about today. So constantly test all your campaigns and try different things, allocate a budget for that. It will only do good for you.
Exactly, and share that with your affiliates as well, because that really helps them to scale it as well. And definitely, split testing is one of the most important things ever.
Exactly, exactly. KJ, I want to have a follow-up question with you, but there's a saying that I love. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. So, how can affiliates measure and track the performance of their iGaming campaigns to maximize ROI?
Okay, so with this, everything now split testing comes in. Number one thing is split test everything. Split test your placement. Split test your, for example, where your headings are, wherever your CTA buttons are, all your funnel, all your pages, each and everything. Number one thing is you can split test and use different tools to track the performance of those. There are tons of tools you can use. For example, there's volume, there's red track, and so many other trackers as well, which you can use to see where users are coming from, where they're going, what buttons are they clicking, how they behave. Like, you want to also make sure that you have the like screen recordings. There are tons of products for that as well. One of them is Microsoft Clarity. You can use to actually see the heat maps, and then the screen records how your users behave. And yeah, you can use, but a few matrices which really come to mind are CTR, your conversion rate. Um, yeah, overall, these two, three are really important ones, which you should be always keep an eye on. And your, of course, your EPC, especially if you're spending money. And split test everything. Split test your creative, split test your landing pages, split test your, CTAs, headlines, and everything. And you'll see massive difference. Like, just one word can change your whole kind of thing. And one more thing is, sometimes, once we find something, we stick to it. Try to improve that, try to split that in. So the way, like, when I'm running campaigns, the way I do it is, I'll split test three different, like, let's say, landing pages or three different styles. Then once I find a winner, then I'll make more adjustments in it and create more variations of that winner, and kind of test those and try to see which one is working. So instead of just sticking to one, just keep on improving, keep on working on it, and that really helps you out.
Absolutely. And when you say the times when you're running the campaigns, I wonder how your finger is going to that click button sometimes with all that budget that I know that you're working with. So yeah, that's amazing. Barb, I would like to turn to you, and maybe let's talk about conversion a little bit. Yes, it's fantastic. You can find affiliate partners and you bring them, to your website, and they will, send you FTDs and new players. But I think brands need to make sure that their conversion is high so that they can actually find affiliates who are willing to work with them. We often see in the iGaming industry that brands sign affiliate deals and they get clicks from them. But whenever there's a kind of a, let's say, really low click to registration or registration to FTD ratios, in this case, affiliates, they see these low conversion rates and they may opt out working with those brands because it is kind of a wasted traffic for them. So, what are your tips for brands to improve their conversion rate so that they can still attract good affiliate partners and also they can make some money over there?
Thanks a lot, Faruk. Actually, it's a very good pass from the previous topic, as KJ was very comprehensively covering, and we utilized we underlined the importance of the testing before. But before I got that, I'd like to remind one very important thing, which is building the brand, making sure that it is there for the players, and it has some value proposition upon the landing after clicking on CTA on the affiliate website. And the second thing is obviously having a well working product, meaning that your conversion funnel has no error within that. And as I said, it's very competitive industry today, and even if you have a very single glitch in your funnel, it's going to distract the user, and probably they will not be even coming back to your website, and they are just going to bounce back to the affiliate website, and they will be just going to another brand that is listed there. So what I can say is, let's say we launch a brand today, tomorrow. Today, I would love to have a staging environment or any environment that nobody can access but very certain people, and given accesses to the testers to test first of all the registration page, if it's performing well or not, if it has some bugs or not. The second thing I would recommend is the overall the entire step of the deposits. Let's say I would love to test entire deposit methods available in that country, and making sure that they are locally tested and they are available to local people to use, because we know that payments are sometimes turning off, sometimes working well, and there is no exact rush hour for that. That's why I would be making sure that my payments, I can accept payments, because I'm paying for that traffic, I'm paying for that user, and I want them to pay me back so that I can make a break even or even invest further for this action. The other thing I can say is the overall UI and UX optimization of the brand. When I said building a brand, it also involves this. You should make sure that overall the first step and the last step is suitable not only for overall a bug-free, error-free funnel, but also in a localized way for that particular place that you are targeting. In case let's say in case you are in Chile, you are targeting Latin American Spanish people, but you do not have a Spanish version of your website. They are not going to waste their time in your website. Or you are targeting Brazil, where the English literacy is quite low. You will be also losing traffic, losing players because of not having any proper Brazilian Portuguese website. And on top of that, you should have the local payment methods in Brazil, let's say Boleto, Pix, and sometimes even like a special e-wallets. And you should be making sure that they are accessible for the players who are coming to your website. And last but not least, just a quick case study here. Very recently, we also published it. We have done quite a big number of tests in Brazil, and very recently for some brands. And what we noticed was we are, the operators are losing so much of their traffic because of either not implementing these or wrong implementation of these. So before even paying to affiliates or paying for some traffic, I would make sure that I have a proper product that is available for converting the visitors, so that we can get some of our investment back and reinvest in the business.
Yeah. So
That, that
basically, sorry, Faruk. So
no,
basically, you
I just
make
wanted to say that's great insights over there. KJ, we are all ears. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, one of the things a phrase I really love is that make your brand kind of like granny proof. All the older people who maybe don't know how to use technology and stuff like that, even they can use it, and they don't have to figure out how to do it. It should be simple enough and uncomplicated, so that they can easily use your service or use your funnel and everything.
And it's not specific for only iGaming, KJ, right? Because you
Yeah,
work in
definitely.
multi-industry environments all the time, and we can say the same thing, I guess, for most of the
It's
industries that you have
yeah, it's
involved.
universal. It's a universal thing.
Absolutely. KJ, let's go ahead with you. And also, I noticed that we are quite exceeding our time, so let's press the gas pedal a little bit. Let's not steal the lunchtime of our guest today. KJ, from the clients we work with Revpanda, we are witnessing that nearly about 50% of affiliate marketers are expanding into multi channel strategies to reach broader audiences. However, some channels perform better because iGaming industry is, as you know, highly regulated. What advice would you give to iGaming brands looking to diversify their affiliate channels? And are there any specific platforms or methods you would recommend for maximizing visibility and engagement in iGaming?
Yeah. So again, it really is like kind of you shouldn't really stick to one channel or just prefer one channel. It could be working for you today, but maybe the next channel you try, it could produce the results which you never would have expected. So one thing which is really famous in affiliate marketing is kind of like I guess it applies everywhere. Keep your personal biases aside. What you think doesn't matter. What results produce, what all the split testing and testing presents, that's what matters. All the data you get from testing, that's what matters. So for example, if I'm an iGaming brand and I only want SEO affiliates, great. I mean, it's a really good high quality traffic, but then I'm missing so many other kind of like traffic sources as well, or the channels as well. So it's always a good idea to look at explore different channels, explore different methods. Maybe yes, it is super regulated. For example, maybe not everyone can promote iGaming on, like, let's say Google, but they may have funnels. They may be building mailing lists on back end. They could maybe promote you. They could produce results for you. I mean, I've seen affiliates who run their own kind of innovate traffic sources. They are like advertising networks, and there are tons of advertising networks as well where media buying can be done for iGaming, and it's working really well. It could be native, it could be push, it could be pop. These are really really popular kind of like traffic platforms. Then there are affiliates who actually maintain and run communities uh, on Telegram, on WhatsApp, on Skype, on Facebook, and then they have so many audiences on YouTube, on their email lists. So there are so many ways to do it. And yes, you're right that majority of affiliates just stick with one kind of like vertical or one like, let's say they won't be just with the iGaming, or they won't be just in finance. They'll have many other verticals as well for affiliates. At the end of the day, it comes down to where they can make more money. But it's kind of like being an affiliate is part of your job is to find out where you can make most money and just trying to figure it out, even if they don't know how to do it. Like that's one big misunderstanding. Like like, let's say if an iGaming rep comes to me and they're like, okay, what are you promoting? Maybe I'll say insurance. They'll be like, oh, all right, okay, thank you, bye bye. Maybe if they go dig a little bit deeper, they will find out that one way or another, I can bring in way more volume as compared to some other uh, affiliate. And we have seen that like many of the affiliates started as affiliate. Now they have massive push advertising networks, push subscriber base, and all of that kind of things. So yeah, I think yeah, there are so many different channels, and especially with media buying, as I mentioned, that is massive one because it produces instant results. So that's one of the major kind of like kind of traffic channel which brands can really focus. Look for media buyers who can drive traffic at scale, especially when you are at a phase where you want to kind of like scale your campaigns and scale your affiliate traffic. That's one of the best ways.
Gadget, if I understand correctly, maybe you can, confirm that. So you're saying that even the affiliates that you may want to partner up does not have exactly iGaming traffic, but have traffic from, let's say, a different niche. This may still work for iGaming brands?
Yeah. Yes, 100%. Because being an affiliate, you're always playing with the system. You're playing with, the thing is like, these are the kind of people who are constantly throughout the year traveling to learn new things. That's why they attend all conferences. That's why they attend different conferences. That's why they, attend different masterminds and everything. So they're constantly learning new ways. And they're always like, I've never seen an affiliate who's just stuck with one vertical. They're always looking for one to another, to another, to another. And if you look at it, it's always, you know, like that. And all the major affiliates I know, they're not just working with one vertical. They're always into multiple verticals.
Got you. And also, KJ, it is about how you say it. Like, let's say that you have got traffic from luxury goods audience or dating audience, for instance, and you want to bring them a gaming brands, right? So it depends how you talk about it. If you find a creative
Exactly.
way, right?
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying having the right managers, having the right staff members for iGaming brands is super important. Um, it's all about knowing these affiliates, trying to communicate with them, and then just it's just the thing is like for affiliates, um, it's kind of like an industry based on personal relationships. I mean, if I someone doesn't know me and I approach them, they're like, "All right, bro, it doesn't matter." But if they know me and I'll tell them, guys, I need you in this country, and they know me, they'll be like, "All right, okay, I'm coming. When do I need to?" So it's all based on your personal kind of like connection. So you have to build that in. You have to know people within the industry. You have to kind of look. If you don't have those relationships, you need to build them. You need to kind of like communicate and be part of that industry. And I would also recommend, like, if possible, maybe hire affiliates to manage that kind of things for you. That always works best. And I've seen so many companies who see that and are actually doing that, and it's working out for them. They have access to way more kind of like affiliates, and way more, they have a better penetration within the market as compared to before, and that's because they hired the people who were already part of that market.
I see. Just to wrap it up, KJ, so can we say that find this sweet spot regarding the traffic channels, test it, and be open for the innovative approaches because things are constantly changing. This is a dynamic industry at the end of the day, right? So maybe that could be a good wrap up for that.
Exactly, 100%.
All right.
This,
Yeah.
yeah, this industry keeps evolving all the time. One thing is which is working today, tomorrow it may not work. But yeah, there are something. I mean, with the good thing with there are a few verticals, like let's say Nutra, health supplements and stuff like that, make money online, iGaming and stuff like these are evergreen, and dating. These are like kind of evergreen verticals. They're not never going to go away. So that's the good thing about it. Once you have that affiliate with you, if even if they move on to something else today, tomorrow that cycle is going to come back, and then they are going to join again.
All right, so being open-minded over here. Fantastic. Gentlemen, let's enter the last minutes of our session. That's usually what happens when you meet your friends which are experts in the topic. It takes always a longer time, but I love the conversation. I'm sure there are lots of takeaways for our audience today. I want to ask a question to both of you, but I want to start with Barb, and let's be maybe a bit more brief in the answers. Barb, what are your predictions about affiliate marketing in iGaming? And do you expect any innovative approaches and maybe some new technologies coming up in the next few years that excites you?
As I said in the beginning, Fark, the regulations are getting softer all around the globe, and that always opens new channels to market yourself as a brand. But from the affiliate point of view, um, especially after Google utilized EAT, it's not only for SEO, but it also for the affiliates themselves is quite needed. Meaning that we need more or more from the users, more from the players, and I think forums are going to be back, but not in the outdated way that we had in the like in 90s in 2000s, but they are going to be more appealing, and they are going to have more features within them. Like today there are some UGC websites, some SEO big SEO affiliates that are fed with UGC content, but at the same time they are not that relevant, they are not that still there for the players to use, for players to benefit from. Therefore, I expect something to be back from there, being more than complaints, being more than just reviews, but maybe having some gamification features, but or some other engaging features on them. And other than that, as you have mentioned throughout the session, building a community is going to happen. It's already been happening. That's why some affiliates already have branded keywords, like big ones, having their most of their traffic coming from their own keywords used on Google or searched on elsewhere. That's why overall communities and forums are going to be the way how affiliates are going to utilize in the future, regardless of the method.
Thank you, Barb. KJ, your predictions about affiliate marketing and any innovative approaches or technologies that makes you feel excited.
I think the biggest one is TikTok. If you look at it like previously, how it changed everything on TikTok. TikTok kind of like challenged YouTube or TV, where someone's wearing suits, someone's super professional with tons of money on production, camera quality, and all of that, right? um, you have to buy like invest thousands of dollars in equipment and all of that. Now with TikTok, anyone with just a smartphone can start, publishing stuff and all of that. So it's kind of like it reflects the way things are going, where people are kind of like tired of watching all those people who they can't relate with saying stuff or guiding them and whatever. I personally want to see someone who's like me, not someone, who's maybe worth 1,000 times me telling me how to do stuff or whatever. Just, that kind of relationship where you want to watch people who are living life like you, who have same issues like you and all of that. So I think that's going to be something we'll see more and more, where yeah, it's not all about fancy TV and everything. It could be even if rough side of the life and all of that. It's just kind of like reality. You'll see the reality of things, and that's what TikTok does. Anyways, so that kind of like things will be even more. We'll see more, and then in a way, AI will make things a little bit easier for us. Like, for example, in terms of content creation and all of that, it is the way it's changing thing is like amazing. Like a few days ago I created a whole song for our conference, actually, just by literally like within 2 3 minutes. Now, previously you had to invest like thousands of dollars in getting the script written, and then you pay a production company, the artist, and all of that kind of thing. And now you can just pay maybe 20 30 dollars per month and get all of that done, and then send that audio to your video editor or whatever. So that's going to change everything as well. Like, so I mean, yeah, it's going to be more about user, less, as Bob mentioned as well, it's less about the brand now. It's more about people don't care about like how great you are or whatever. It's always going to be like how you can help me, how can I relate with you, and that's going to be more and more, I guess, prominent in coming days.
KJ, I think we should do a single episode only about TikTok using iGaming, especially in affiliate marketing and how it works, because I'm on the same page with you. It's super exciting. Although maybe I can call myself a boomer over here, but like still I am following up everything. So we can join with another expert on the topic and talk about that. It's like something that I want to discover myself. Gentlemen, we are already a bit exceeded our time. I want to check if we have any questions from our audience. So let me have a look at here. So we will go ahead with our Q&A. So I've got a question. How can brands identify red flags and avoid fraudulent traffic? KJ, do you have any tips on that?
Yeah, so for that, you need to have like some sort of tools which detect all the, for example, proxy traffic, or if someone's using like stolen data and things like that. You need to. There are some specific tools which are designed to detect this kind of fraud. But the thing is, like, it's so complicated these days that even your no matter how good your tools are, still you're going to have a little bit of people who will get away. But still, I mean, it's a must have kind of thing where you do detect fraud by using a couple of tools, a different set of tools, which can kind of like not 100% but give you 70 to 60% protection against fraudulent traffic, and yeah, making sure that you're not paying
Good. Barb,
for
do you have
anything.
anything to add on top of it?
The easiest way to do that is, from the SEO point of view, is simply doing manual checks, as I previously mentioned, making sure that, let's say, a brand offers you to position you on new casinos page, which is ranking number one in Germany. So what I would do is just going to German VPN, search for new casinos in various keywords, and making sure that first of all that brand, that
Yeah.
affiliate is ranking at that position. The other thing I would do is, as I mentioned earlier as well, the utilizing the iGaming communities, making sure that the affiliate there is reliable, or in case they deliver the results. And as I said, the legitimacy is the critical part, and that's why I would also look for some testimonials, and if possible, and if I know some people, just ask around to learn more about them.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
with that, there's going to be one issue as well. Like, it, in case if your affiliate is buying traffic from somebody else as well, maybe they're it's not them. It could be their traffic source as well. So it's always kind of like tricky.
Yeah, exactly. For other methods, 100%. But for SEO, in the end, most of the
Yeah,
time you are promoting your affiliate website. That's why it is easier to do due diligence.
true.
Great insights, gentlemen. And I have another question. KJ, this is your thing. How do iGaming brands build an effective affiliate program and build a good team of affiliate managers? I think that's something that
Okay.
you have been doing for years, so you're the right person to answer.
Yeah. So to build your effective affiliate program, I guess the best thing is to kind of like connect with affiliates, um, and hire people who are from the industry, know the industry inside out, know the people, have good contacts within the industry, and then um, yeah, be part of the industry, be the part of that community. Um, and that's how you'll be able to build it. It's all about knowing people and building connections. That's the best way to go about it. Just be human and have those human to human contacts.
Sounds great. And I would like to have a wrap up here, gentlemen. So today we covered affiliate marketing in iGaming. It has been a really broad session, honestly. So we learned how to maximize ROI with performance-based strategies. We looked at some proven tactics for scaling large iGaming campaigns, and also we got some key insights from KJ and Barb to tailor strategies for unique demands in the iGaming industry. So, if you would like to learn more about it and you want to identify the opportunities and also, build the affiliate programs, learn more about how to find reliable affiliate traffic, you can contact to us. Here you can see our, email addresses. Check us out on LinkedIn or send us an email. I would like to thank you, KJ, Barb, for joining us today. I'm sure our viewers will consider your insights and they will evaluate their affiliate marketing strategies. And of course, a big thanks to all of you joining us. And if you're still hanging around here, give me a call. I'll get you a drink. You stick with us. And if you'd like to learn more about how you can scale up your direct traffic and affiliate traffic, and you want to attract targeted audiences to your iGaming website, convert that traffic and remain them as loyal players, get in touch with us. Gentlemen, do you have anything to add at the end of the session, maybe?
KJ, you are the
I
guest, so first you please.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, I'd like to thank you guys for inviting me, Bob and Farooq. was really. I think I wish we had more time actually.
True.
So maybe, yeah, we need to have another episode where we can do it for a longer time. It was a great experience, and really, I really enjoyed our conversation. And thank you very much for inviting me. And yeah, if anyone wants to get in touch, my email is already on the screen, or you can add me on LinkedIn as well. And I'd be always happy to, yeah, yeah, answer any questions if you have.
And they can meet you at Affiliate World conferences, just to
Oh
mention
yeah,
that.
definitely. That's another thing. Do not miss
Absolutely.
affiliate world conferences.
Absolutely. Barb, your turn.
Very briefly from my end, as you said, Fark, we wouldn't like to make KJ miss his lunchtime. So once again, KJ, thank you very much for joining us today on behalf of the company. And likewise, it was very insightful. And as a person who is mostly interested in SEO, hearing your insight from other verticals and mediums were quite knowledgeable, I'd say. And for everyone who watched this, thank you very much for your patience and being with us. And in case you'd like to meet us anywhere, as Faruk and KJ said, you can reach us through the emails or through LinkedIn. Or even better, if you are going to be in Sigma Malta, you can find us there, as we are going to be present in full scale, both from our media leg and agency part. We will be present on full force there, so you cannot miss us there in case you'd like to meet us. And that being said, thank you for organizing this, Fark, once again, and running the show. And back to you.
Thank you, Barb. Happy Halloween, everyone, and I'll see you at the next session of Revpanda Live. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Cheers.